back for another episode of Dirt Dudes.
Yeah, we are. Today we are going to do the 3,600 mile review on the RS1. So what I want to do is I want to walk you guys through the things that I've upgraded on this, that I've put it through, the maintenance I've done to it, and the overall condition it's still in after 3,600 miles. And if you guys have been with the channel and you guys seen previous episodes, you guys know that Chief and I we're not trail tutors. We put these things, we put these things to the limits. We put them to the test. So today I want to walk you guys through the RS1 and just kind of give you guys the 3,600 mile review on it.
And you might notice a little something he's wearing.
Yes.
Some DDU UTV merchandise. If you're interested in it, link is in the description.
Exactly. Check it out. Get yourself one. You'll look good.
Join the Dirt Dudes army, dude.
And if you don't want one, buy one for your uncle, your nephew, whatever. It's Christmas time. Get some dirt merch.
This might be after Christmas, but do it anyways.
Oh yeah, true.
Maybe their birthday's coming up.
Yeah, just get one. All right, let's check out the RS1. We just actually put on the Aftermarket Assassins tune and exhaust. We did it with the lock and load level 2 aftermarket tune. I already previously put on the clutching, which we need to do a little fine tuning still. We haven't done it yet. Just, you know,
that'll probably be the next video though.
Yeah, exactly. But the power is there, so we know it's just a little bit of tuning. But my thoughts on the Aftermarket Assassins tune, exhaust, and clutching, it's great. I mean, it really woke the RS1 up. The noise, the sound that it puts out is unbelievable.
It needed it. It needed to be woke up. It deserved it.
That does not sound like the old RS1 at all! The stock exhaust, that sounded like a big go-kart. So we needed to change that. And with that Aftermarket Assassin's exhaust, that's exactly what it did. And with the clutching and the tuning, everything is super responsive through the pedal. It just really tightened everything up. So my thoughts on the Aftermarket Assassins, zang. It's sweet. Check them out.
Great upgrade.
Yeah, great upgrade. Check them out. You won't be disappointed. The next thing we did for upgrades on this, I would say, is I went through and I actually replaced all the axles on it. I just went with all balls, 8-ball axles. Which
people have varying opinions on that company, and we're not sure.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know.
Yeah,
we're going to let you know if they're crap or they're good.
I have a few hundred miles on the axles right now, and what I can say is, so far, so good. And putting these new axles in took away a lot of clunking and clattering. So, you know,
Which, how many miles did you go on your stock axles?
I will say, on the stock axles, I actually put close to 3,200 miles on those stock axles.
With one rear replacement at a race that happened.
Right, and that was actually just because he came off of a jump of letting somebody else drive it. He came off the jump and he landed on the throttle, so it just kind of grabbed and sheared the axle. So it was actually more driver error, not so much the axle itself.
True that.
Yeah, so we got a few hundred miles on them. Like I said, so far so good, but we'll keep you guys updated on that. The other thing is I did put a all balls wheel bearing in this, and if you guys would have seen from our Trailmaster race, the RS1 went through some really catastrophic stuff.
It was pretty brutal.
It was pretty nasty.
Yay.
This is so bad. The wheel bearing gave completely out. It sheared the axle nut right off, bent the brake rotor, destroyed the caliper, and then I actually put the caliper right through the rim.
And this is just because, I mean, that was a stock wheel bearing with basically 3,000 plus miles on it, with multiple races, lots of hardcore stuff happened to it.
Yeah,
exactly. That was probably more our fault for not checking it.
Because, you know, we put the thing through a ton of stuff. Oops. And I've never replaced the wheel bearings on it. And matter of fact, that's the only wheel bearing I've replaced on it so far. The other ones just feel super tight.
Yeah, we would go over the vehicle all the time, and it's pretty tight.
And we knew this one was starting to go, but we thought we could get away with one more race, and
don't do it for a Trailmaster challenge.
Don't do it. It's not
worth
happen.
it.
You need it. So, but when we did put the wheel bearing in, and I'm actually I mean,
Yeah, all right, so this is a little all balls review right now. When we put the brand new wheel bearing in, right off the bat, it was a little kind of loose.
it was. I wasn't super pumped up because it had still a little bit of play in it.
Keep in mind they're also half the price of a stock Polaris wheel bearing. It's $25 compared to like
They are.
50, 60 or whatever it is.
And and then Chief and I got the wheel bearing insert greaser after we put this in, so you can actually pump a little bit more grease into those wheel bearings, and that probably would have stiffened it up too. So
Okay.
all though, I mean, there is a little bit of play, but it's not moving too much more. We might replace it, do the grease, and get back to that.
Yeah, we have an extra and we'll maybe do it in the future. We'll
Yep,
see.
exactly.
What's next here? What else do we got for upgrades? I know we got Super ATV radius rods in the back because that got bent at one point. And
Yes.
he actually bent one of these also, and that's the cool thing about Super ATV is their warranties are sick. He got a new one sent to him right
Yeah,
away.
lifetime warranty. Actually, at our first Trailmaster race this year, I bent the radius rod on a stock radius rod. So yeah, we went with the Super ATV. They're a lot more beefier than the stock ones. You can tell in weight and size. And yes, if you bend a Super ATV radius rod, lifetime warranty, they send you another one.
They're also
So you really can't go
adjustable
wrong.
because stocks aren't adjustable.
Yes, and they are adjustable. So allowing the toe in, toe out of the tire, which is always good. So Super ATV radius rods, I would say yes, because they're very durable. The lifetime warranty, so they obviously back the product, and they're adjustable, and overall, just a good product, and easy install. Next, we did. Hang on, I gotta check my little list here, real quick. Put together a list. We did. So the mirrors here on the RS1. I threw these out a little bit later. These are just some aftermarket, kind of no brand name mirrors.
Yeah, what are they? Just some Amazon specials?
Yeah, just kind of some Amazon special. A little thick, but I got them for a really good price. I think it was $50 for the
Super
set.
cheap. They're red.
Yeah.
They give it a good accent
It
color.
does. It looks good. And they work nice. The only one thing is when you are ripping, you do start hitting some really big chatters. It does move around on you a little bit.
It's not a convex mirror either, so
No, nope. And then coming up to Kemimoto here, Kemimoto sent us a nice big mirror, a big shower mirror, but it actually works really good. With the RS1, you don't have a lot of visible space in the back.
it's very little.
Very
with how the air system is set up on it.
Yep. But what I noticed is with this mirror, it being so widespread, that you do get a good view right through this spot right here, and your head, nothing like that interferes with it. It does give a really good.
Hit up
mirror.
Kemimoto.
Yeah, so check out Kemimoto, and they'll get you some good mirrors. They'll get you what you need. Next on the list is we actually also put a aftermarket, or we put a salt
Shifter on it.
shifter on
This was actually, I won this a long time ago in
Yeah.
an Instagram thing, and I didn't put it in mine because I had the gear grabber, but damn, she looks good in the
Yeah, and then
one.
I come to the shop one day, and the guys just threw it on there for me. So sweet, that thing. So we also got the Pro Armor 4-point harness here. I like it so far. It's been a really good harness. It's comfortable. It's a reasonable price. The one downside on it, I do notice, is it being all metal right here. When you get a lot of dirt or grime or anything like that, it binds up. So it gets really hard to snap in and out. So that's the one downside on it. What I'll do is I'll just clean it out, maybe hit it with a little bit of PB Blast or a little WD, keep it moving. So no problems. But I haven't had that problem.
The RS1 comes with like a regular seatbelt style,
Yeah,
like
so
a car. It does not come with harnesses
Yeah.
like a Turbo S or anything.
Nope, and you need to have a harness in the RS1. It's a race machine. You got
It's safety.
exactly. Coming over here, we actually just got the
Oh yeah, the door bag.
door bags.
This is a Polaris door bag in this. And the quality, fit, and finish of it, you just can't beat. Polaris knows what they're doing with their aftermarket parts that are specific to their vehicles. Fit and finish is always great.
100%. I mean, it looks really slick with the machine. It's waterproof. It has great storage all the way through, and it's really fast and easy to install. And it comes with all the hardware, all the stuff you need, and it's at a really good price. So you just can't go wrong with a good Polaris aftermarket part. Can't. And with the RS1, storage is next to none. So anybody that does have this knows that a door bag
is a must-have.
Is a must-have. It really is.
Like all you got is like a pocket here and another one on the other side, but they are not enclosed. And then under the hood, you got a little area, but it's mostly for tools and stuff like that.
Yeah, some tow straps and whatnot. And then even if you put anything in those pockets, yeah, they just
they're gone.
Right out, man.
Don't put your phone in there.
No, gone. So, but next on the line, the Traveler light bar.
Oh, easy.
Careful now. The Traveler light bar.
This thing, if you haven't seen the video, go check it out. What if we want the Tractor Supply one?
I don't know about that.
I like how he didn't want to do it.
I did.
Wow, you.
Oh yeah, dude. There ain't no more dark. Yes.
It was a whole debate. Do we go with the badass Pro Armor, or do we go to Tractor Supply and get ourselves a good old Traveler light bar for a fraction of the price?
And to be honest, I love the Traveler.
I have, dude. I like it a lot. It looks better than the Pro Armor because the thinner style.
Yep.
And the quality of the light is pretty good going down through the woods at night.
I was just gonna say that it's much smaller, much sleeker. It puts out crazy amount of lumens. It lights the whole trail up, and it's a fraction of the price of a Polaris.
How much you pay for that thing altogether?
So with the light, with the harness, $135.
yeah, that's cheap, man.
Cheap, and to just literally light up the entire trail.
What is that, a 15-inch, or is that bigger than that? Is that 20 inches? I don't even know.
I'm not sure. It's something like that. 15,
20,
18, something like that.
Cheap.
Cheap, and it's a great price. The Pro Armor,
it's good light. I'm sure it's just really expensive and we don't do tons of night riding. It's not necessary.
And I didn't like the Pro Armor because it's really big.
It was bulky.
It was bulky. It took up a lot of the roof. So with the Traveler light bar, Tractor Supply special, 2 thumbs up. That's
3.
Good. Yeah, 3 thumbs up. Yeah, good buy. So you're looking for a light bar and you're worried about spending a lot of dough, check them out.
What about what it's bolted to, the roof? What kind of roof is that?
Yes, the roof. So up here, I actually have an EMP metal roof. And
EMP metal roof? Is that what it is?
Yep, EMP metal roof. It was good price. It's been holding up. It actually came black. And what Chief and I did is we gave
it a little customization.
We did. We put a little Michigan dirt. You guys know. I'm still rep.
We actually put stickers on and took them off, so that's actually the real color of the roof, and then we painted it red. And at the same time we did this roof, we also put on his bumper and color matched it with the roof.
Wait, what?
Did we?
No.
No, we didn't.
Nope.
My bad. False memory.
Nope. False memory. Bumper and at a different time, different stage.
The only thing I would recommend is we did put like some cushion between it, because it being metal, and the way it comes farther up on the roll cage, it rattles.
You get rattle. So what we did is we put
just a little bit of
bit of sticky foam.
Yeah.
Just right here. Really solve the problem. Shit. Yep. But it does. The MP roof, it does rattle pretty good.
That stops it though. It doesn't do it no more.
No, not at all.
And Nick actually just changed up his windshield. He was running, what was that one?
Tinted.
The tinted one?
Yep.
What was it from?
I can't remember. It was just kind of like a
Amazon special.
Amazon special. But it worked good. The downside on the tinted one was the Velcro straps were kind of a pain in the butt to take the windshield on and off. This is a Polaris windshield.
Easy peasy. I had the same style. Basically, if I have windshield, you can take it off in seconds.
Exactly. So pop up, and there it is. So, and then I wanted to go with a clear windshield just for a little more visibility. So
yeah, it's one thing I do notice. Well, we didn't mention the video yet, but Turbo S is gone, and it's probably already been in a video. We are on the search for the new rig. Maybe it's ordered, maybe it's not. Who knows?
but there's definitely something coming.
Oh, here's the bumper also, by the way,
yes.
guys. What kind of bumper is that?
So this is actually a Polaris bumper. This is their low profile sport bumper. One of their cheaper ones that they have for sale for the Polaris. But I like, you know, I'm actually not a big, I like the bumper on it, and I don't like bumpers on it. I kind of like the stock look, real racy. But out in the dunes, you need to have the flag in the front, and there's no place to hook.
That's a Michigan thing, by the way.
Yes, that's a Michigan thing. So there's not really a lot of places to hook a flag to the front of the RS1. So that was kind of one of my big reasons on the buy here. And just also, you know, hooking a tow strap or something like that.
And that's why that piece of metal's down there.
Yes, yep, that's why that is right there.
We could probably take that off now that winter's here.
That's probably true. Or I just do this.
One downside to it, though, is when we got it, we wanted to put a light bar here, but
Yeah.
it's actually impossible.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It's too close to the front of the machine.
It's almost like these are just made for some kind of bracket to hold a flag or something. But all in all, good bumper. She's touched the ground a few times.
One of the last performance upgrades on this is the tires and rims, because these are not stock. Stock is 29-inch Bighorns.
Yep, and these are 30-inch carnivores. They came off a XP 1000.
Pro XP
Pro
Turbo.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
it was.
Chief found them for me online. Oh my god.
That's right. New tread carnivores.
Yeah, baby. Oh man, it's like Christmas came earlier, so man. The guy was just upgrading he just bought a brand new one, so he was upgrading immediately, and these were fresh.
They're 0 miles when we got them.
Yeah, 0 miles. And so far, I mean, the overall look of the tire, it brought the RS1 to just a much meaner look.
Very, very. It looks so much better.
It does. The carnivores on the RS1 look awesome, and they perform really great, especially in the terrain that we have: sand, mud, snow. The carnivores, the talon claws, they just hook up.
How many miles do you think you got on them right now?
I would probably say somewhere close to maybe 1,000, 1,100 miles on it.
They're holding them good. They got good wear on them.
Yep, they do. They got good wear on them. Really, and I mean the rim itself, it's got this open hub look right here.
Yeah, it's
which
different.
At first I was a little skeptical on, but the more I like it.
Yeah, I like how it looks.
It does. It almost makes me want to paint the hub, kind of give it a little two-tone.
If we painted this red, it would really pop.
But the rims and the tires on the RS1, awesome. And I put these tires on and then immediately went for a clutch, the AA clutch, to accommodate the 30-inch tire. The only thing I would have to maybe say on the carnivores for a con is when in racing, trying to take hard corners, there's a lot of side bite to the tire. So sometimes the RS1 wants to pick up and feel a little tippy, but nothing too crazy. That's if you're just starting to really, really get on it. So other than that, though, I think the tire is great. It looks great. It performs awesome. The pros outweigh the cons.
By a lot, and it's a pretty light tire. I think it's a light tire.
It's
maybe not the lightest
not
on the
as
market.
light as the Bighorns. The Bighorns are some of the lightest on the market.
That's for sure.
The carnivores are definitely heavier, but like I said, performance-wise, it's great. But even the heaviness, just go in, do a little clutch adjustment. Check out Aftermarket Assassins, and get one of their clutch kits. Tune it to the tire. You won't even know.
You don't even really feel it in the steering or anything.
Not at all.
It doesn't feel like you're driving an oversized tire.
Nope. And it feels great. So, and that would be pretty much everything to the RS1.
Yeah.
So
for performance mods and stuff like that.
If I could talk, for performance mods. Yes, that's what I say would be about it.
Let's move on to maintenance.
Yes. So the maintenance, I'm very strict on maintenance on this thing. I do want an oil, rear diff, and front diff fluid change every 25 hours.
The recommendation is 50. The first break-in is 25, and then they say you can do it 50.
Yep. But I just do it every 25 hours.
The front diff and rear and transmission fluid is probably way longer than 50 hours.
It probably is. But the way we drive these things, we use, we abuse, and
everybody knows these things aren't cheap, so why even take the risk? I'd rather spend a little bit more money on some fluid changes and feel confident in my machine.
$30 to do the front and rear end and just the oil. Yeah, no. I do it every time, every 25 hours. These are race machines. We're bouncing them off the rev limiters. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just kidding.
That's a lie. The other thing is air filter. So I've done 2 different air filter changes on this. I probably should have done 3, but with the air filter that it has, it's cleanable. So I just take the air compressor, blow it out, clean it out.
Let's go over the intake system on this thing because it is unique on this vehicle.
It is. So back here, it's almost like it comes with a built-in snorkel on it. You know, the air breather, everything is up here. So,
so one of the giant benefits of this thing is how that's mounted, the rear radiator, all this stuff.
Yep, the rear radiator, the fans, is almost trophy truck setup. So it helps with mud, dust, dirt, all that kind of stuff being here in the rear. Then next I would say my belts. I've actually never blown a belt on the RS1. I know, and I've bought quite a few. I have a thumb rule where at every 1,000 miles, I rotate belt. I take the belt that's on it, goes into my spare belt rack, which right up here, the RS1 puts a spare belt rack. And so I'll put that one up there, and then I put a new one on, and then I just kind of, that's how I rotate them. But I've never blown one. And the only 2 belts that I've actually ever had problems with are aftermarket belts. So I've ran Badass belt, and I've also ran World's Best belt, which are made by G-Boost. And both belts I've had issues with. With the Badass belt, you can even go back in one of our winter videos, and you can hear my belt in the video squealing.
Oh!
And then just now with this World's Best belt, we went for one ride, felt good, we broke them in. We went for a good ride. After that, we started putting the pedal down. The next ride started squealing.
Yeah.
Even squealing at idle and in low speed, squealing.
I was having squealing, and then actually the guy that purchased my vehicle sent me a message the same night of that belt breaking. I'm sure it's his first razor, so he was probably going wide open.
yeah, exactly. But even in our one of our last videos where we went to Baldwin with the perfect trails, you'll notice that my rig throws an engine code and goes in the limp mode because the belt was slipping. So, and that was with the World's Best belt. I just put an OEM belt back on. No issues. No squealing, no nothing. So I would have to say with belts, OEM. I've had nothing but the best of luck with them.
And I'm going to say the same thing about the Turbo S. With more power and everything, I've had better success with the OEM. Lots of belt slipping and stuff with the aftermarket. They're harder compounds. And yeah, I'm just sticking to OEM.
Same here. OEM. We haven't tried some of the other ones. HunterWorks. Maybe we'll give them a try. But for now, OEM just seems the way for us to go. They hold up.
Yeah.
They've just proven themselves to us.
The biggest thing is breaking them in right. That's for sure.
Yep.
We've learned our lessons on that.
100%. So, belt, OEM.
Let's go over like damages, stuff that's happened. We went over the wheel incident and stuff like that, but how many times is this thing being flipped over?
So the RS1 has seen the dirt 7 times. It's 6 times. 4 personally by me, to by some other people.
Not me.
Not Chief. But you guys know who you are. And so yeah, the RS1 has been on its side 6 times, but you know, it holds up. The nice thing about the RS1 are the plastics. So the plastics here are like, they're not one piece plastic. Everything breaks down and breaks down really easy. So for example, the rear panel here, just a couple of literally bungee straps, turning this dial, which it's in there, and then it's a little bit of a wiggle.
She's had some tip over, so she ain't exactly straight, but still, this is the sweet part for working on this thing. It's amazing.
There it is. You just gotta kind of it out, but like it literally, it just pops out just like that. And these plastics, so in one of the wrecks, actually in the last Trailmaster race we had, I put it on its side, and what I did, I actually broke.
No, it was two Trailmasters ago. It was the very first one that you tipped over.
Oh, you're right. He's right. So our very first Trailmaster race, I tipped over and I broke this front quarter panel here, and it was really easy to get out, real easy to put in, and these panels they're relatively cheap. It was $110 just to re-plastic this whole front part right here.
Players did a great job with this machine, man.
They really thought it out when it came to racing. You know, you're going to be bumper to bumper, rubbing, flipping. So
for an NA machine, this is probably the best platform you could be on.
100%. You can't beat it. And just to overall work on it. I mean, you pop this out within seconds. Right there's the machine.
Both sides do it.
Side. Exactly.
While we're on the subject of taking these panels off.
Yep. So the other thing about the RS1 is when you're changing the oil on it.
Right there is the dipstick. What's super odd on this machine is they want you to fill your oil through that. There is no cap.
Yep.
And they give you the oil horn.
The blowhorn. So, yep, you actually just pull that out, this slips right in, and you fill it right from there.
So don't lose that when you get your machine.
Don't be like, this is funny. You need this. That's the one thing about the RS1 is the funky oil change. But also, down to the...
Well, we got this fender off. Let's go over the suspension. After 3,600 miles, what is going on with your suspension?
Yeah. Whatever is on my suspension.
You got some dog doo-doo on there or something?
Dude, no. It ain't good. The shock itself, so far the suspension seems to be pretty good. We're starting to notice a little bit of compression
on the tender springs.
But so far with 3,600 miles, we've put this thing through pretty big jumps, if you've seen. Big whoops, and so far no seals have been leaking, nothing like that. It does run the Walker Evans Racing,
which is adjustable. It's got like 24 clicks of adjustment on it.
Yep. So far with the Walker Evans Racing suspension, set up everything on the RS1 being stock, it's really great. Like I said, I put this thing through some serious jumps, some serious races with stock suspension, and it's really good. It's a really comfortable ride. So
no seals leaking or anything.
No seals leaking. It's durable. So yeah, it's really great.
I will say this: they do recommend you like rebuild these like every 1,000 miles. I believe is what it is.
Yeah, they say something like that. And this winter, the RS1, I am going to rebuild the suspension this winter, just to be on the safe side of it all. But so far, it holds up.
When I drive, like I did have a Dynamics Turbo S, and the suspension in that was always plush. You got it on the fly, you can change it. But when I hop in this thing, I think it's butter, man. It's really good. It's plush.
For how much the buggy weighs, I think that had the big factor in it. With such really built suspension, it just handles it. It really does. It absorbs all the bumps, all the jumps. You'll like it. So. And then I think that wraps it up for
like maintenance, durability, stuff like that.
Durability, everything like that. So my overall thoughts on the RS1 is it's a great vehicle. The price that the buggy cost the durability of it, what I put it through, the maintenance that I really have to put into it to drive it, everything is super reasonable and overall smiles. If you don't mind just having a one-seater, just being by yourself, if you just want to get in the trails and rip, this is the machine to get right here. You don't have to race it, you don't have to put it to the balls to the walls, but when you want to, you can. When you want to just go and rip around, you can. When you want to just go trail, you totally can. So my thoughts on the RS1, all thumbs up.
1 out of 5 stars, what do you give it?
A 5. It's great. It doesn't disappoint. It holds up. It's an amazing buy. The RS1, thank you, Polaris.
Here's one little bit of information I forgot with the durability. Is the front diff. It has the bigger, tougher front diff that's also in the Turbo S.
Yep.
This was actually the original machine with the tougher front diff that Polaris made.
So Polaris actually really built this thing up to just be race ready and just an ultimate bad machine in the trails.
I've said it many times. I think it's the most user-friendly rig you can get. Anybody can hop into this thing and just drive.
Yep.
My girlfriend hopped into it and started jumping in about like 5 seconds.
Yep, exactly. And the price tag is not big.
What did you pay for it? And this is when this is 2018 RS1.
So 2018 RS1, what I paid out the door, everything, boom, $14,600. So under $15,000. You're in an unbelievable machine, having fun, and there's no worries on breaking this thing. It's so tough. It's so durable. I've speared this thing into earth. I've literally put this thing underwater. I've tipped it 6 times, and yet it still comes back and still asks for more. So RS1, thank you. Polaris, thank you. It's an amazing machine.
Definitely recommend it.
100%. So,
well, that wraps up today's video. I hope this helps somebody out there, maybe if they want to purchase the RS1, longevity-wise, all that stuff.
100%. If you're looking to get in a rig and you're not opposed to having
you don't want to take your girlfriend, or you're just a solo man.
Be selfish. The RS1 is absolutely amazing. He knows. So, yep. Thank you guys for watching. Go down, make sure you check out the merch. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit that button. We want to see 5,000 before the end of the month. So, all right.
Who knows when this comes out? Hopefully we have 5,000 by this.
Yes. So,
if not, or if we do, let's go to 6.
Yeah, keep going. 6,
we ain't
7.
stopping.
Come on. So, but exactly.
Plus, we have tons of awesome content coming up. We got a secret vehicle that's being purchased. What is it going to be? Who knows?
It's in the molding right now. So exciting stuff to come out. So make sure you guys
thanks for watching, guys.
Check it out.
Yep. See you in the next one.
Later. Yeah.